check if you don't mind.
This letter is to inform you of the following disciplinary actions included. Inappropriate physical contact, computer misuse of the internet, and disruptive behavior. The student was disruptive in class today. He continuously disrupted class and was very disrespectful to the teacher. He rolled his eyes and didn't follow directions. He did not participate in class. His behavior interfered not only with his learning, but with the learning of other students.
There's two there, no? There's the two referrals?
Well, and then there's the computer misuse. So hands on another person's computer and not working on topics, playing on Prodigy and other websites, and then another one for roughhousing.
Andres has been he already served in-school suspensions. There were warnings given to him previously at the beginning of the school year. We already had a conference with the parent about his behavior. And then he also has Saturday detentions. The total in-school suspensions, there are about 4 already. Yesterday when I was walking into Ms. Silva's classroom, I had to take him out of the classroom because he was being disrupted, and he was in the Chromebook, and apparently he got into the Chromebook, and I think that's one of those ones. And he was doing something else, playing some games. I brought him to my office, I had a conversation with him, and he said that it was because he was accessing a game that it was related to reading, not to math. I said, well, did you tell Ms. Silva that, or if you could do that while she was doing whatever she needed to do and then go back to math? No, I did not. I said, okay. I said, so then you're gonna have to have a conversation with Ms. Silva, apologize to her. I left it like that because I said, well, I'm gonna give him the verbal warning because I realize he needs to stay in the classroom for the testing. Soon after that, I see the other referral. Okay, and this is from another teacher, but it seems that it's not stopped. It's not stopped, so I just told the teachers to email the parent, and I do want to have another meeting with the parent and just let her know. I mean, it's getting to the point that he's already after 5 days of in-school suspension.
When was his last day of in-school suspension?
The last day that he had, it was in March. The last one was, let me see, no, it was February, I think. No, March. March 11, it was in school suspension, and it was because he didn't show for a Saturday detention, and a Saturday detention that it was due to unacceptable behavior. It seems like it's the same type of behavior issue. He is challenging the teacher, or he's challenging a student, or something. I mean, he's never complying with anything that is told to him. So we probably, of course, it's a persistent level 2 offense already.
But I'm wondering who he's sitting with. Like, is it because
Does he have a contract?
No, he doesn't have a behavior contract yet. We can do that if you want.
because 2 of them are with within the same classroom, and then he's roughhousing. So I wonder if it's like with like the students that are around him, or if it's just random where he's going and seeking like students.
It's random because when I walked in, he was sitting by himself. He's sitting by himself. So it's not like he is with a specific group of students. I know he has issues with some students, and he has gotten into some altercations, but it's different things. I mean, it's not only the students; it's the teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's up to you guys. I mean, I will go ahead and meet with the parent and let her know once you guys decide what you're gonna do with him. He already did the
When
in-school suspension.
did you say the last day was that?
March 11th.
It was ISS, right?
It was
And the Saturday
it
detention, it was for missing Saturday detention. The Saturday detention was for
the ISS.
insubordination in the classroom.
Yes, the same incident. So we're trying to work with him, but it seems that he doesn't,
I don't think the ISS
is working.
because he needs to be in the classroom.
Ms. Glover, is there anything that you have like community service where they start like cleaning the tables and all that so they can They can, because I remember that.
It's in the student's handbook. I'm gonna bring it up when we go to Houston. Because we wanted to do that, but I think what happened is that the parents were getting upset because they were saying that we were
Child labor.
child labor, exactly. So they didn't agree with that. Some parents are really good. Some parents will go ahead and say, no, yeah, for them to do the, I can suggest that to the parent.
Either or. Yeah, put it in the,
Mhm.
like either or.
We
Either
can-
this one or.
Or the Saturday
benefit.
attention. Uh-huh. And have him sign a behavior contract for this year and next year. Next year, he's gonna go to sixth grade. So that behavior contract is gonna be for both. And I know we offered the parent assistance with counseling, but I don't think she did not pursue filling in the form for Mr. Aguirre. Okay? We can do the either or Saturday detention or for having the community,
Should we just do one day Saturday? And do it with like a night, or should we do 2 Saturdays? In lieu of 1 day of ISS?
I don't know.
Is he gonna end up having a Saturday tutoring down soon before the?
He doesn't, do the Saturdays.
Oh,
He
okay.
doesn't do
So I say 2
He's
Saturdays.
supposed to do Saturdays.
Because
Right,
those
yeah.
are 3 offenses.
2 Saturdays or the,
Or maybe a week of the school duties. of
School duties.
Scrubbing dust,
Mhm.
or
And
whatever
it
is.
needs to be clear that, Mr. Beam's whole thing about the reason why you have to stare at a wall, and I don't necessarily agree with this. I think they should be writing an essay reflecting on what they did.
right,
Or something like that. But he says if you're wasting people's time, so now your time is gonna get wasted. Like, it needs to be made very clear that you waste your teacher's time, your fellow classmates' time by taking away from instruction. And that's why you have to be there on Saturday.
Yes.
versus working after school.
and we'll go
To
ahead
charge
and
to
add
the-
that.
To the parents?
What about the use of privileges on using computers?
Oh,
Because
lots of
he's
computer privileges.
accessing.
No, that's it. We can have that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But is he,
You're gonna need to for like
She's
hours.
gonna have to
in
give him
isolation.
she'll have to give him
A
a
packet?
packet.
Because they do have an option now.
Because we
You
don't
can
know,
either-
probably he's just getting on those things. What if he's getting on
Yeah,
something
'cause
else?
there's other.
Website, so.
That's what he's stating. That's what his statement was to me. Of
that was
course,
just, that he was trying to do reading?
No sabemos,
No
no sabemos
sabemos.
qué página está
Ajá.
accesando. Like,
we're doubting.
a veces no tenemos el control de eso.
Mhm.
Should we just?
I think, yeah, and
No
also,
computer, no
yeah.
computer use.
Lots of
No, that's the computer access.
Because we don't know what's accessing, so this should be safe.
Packets will be coming.
Isn't it wonderful how you punch a student and give a teacher more work?
Yes, that's.
Well.
But in that case, it's for us to be safe because they have been having incidents that they go into another website that they were supposed to go.
I caught some kids trying to watch Endgame on, one of those Chinese streaming services today. Are you kidding me, guys? This is why we get viruses when we have firewalls.
Are you really doing that? Like, okay. Next one. She's kinder. Darlene Wolf.
Okay,
We
Just-
had
just
tried.
first names, guys.
Okay, it was reported to me that the student had money that she had found in the restroom from another student. When I asked her, she said she found $1 buried in the dirt during PE. When I asked to see it, she turned her back and opened her pouch that holds her diabetic monitor. I told her to turn around, and as she unzipped it, a big wad of money was in her pouch. She said that she thought it was only $1. I asked again where she found it because I wanted to find its owner. She then told me it was sitting on the ground by the concrete wall by the playground. She had no answer as to why she didn't turn it into coach during PE or to me after PE. I took the money. which was $14 when I counted it and turned it into the office. When we were heading out to the playground at the end of the day, I allowed another student to go back to the book fair. He had brought his wallet with him to school and had kept it in his backpack all day. He came outside from the book fair crying because he was missing $14 and only had 3 when he had come with 17 to school. I asked the student again where she had got the money from, and she admitted to taking his money. She first said it was sitting on top of her wallet, but then later admitted to taking it out of his wallet.
So she
Okay.
went into his
So
backpack.
she went into his backpack.
Into the backpack, into the wallet,
Into
and
the-
took the money.
Okay. And then there's another incident, which is during PE, the student is having a hard time listening to instruction and following those instructions. I had to sit her out of the game due to slapping another student's hand away from her. At the end of class, I gave the student time to get water and get into their lines for dismissal. This is the time that the student and another student were playing around in line as I got everyone's attention about the overall disruptive behavior of one student. This is the time when the student started to get up and try to leave my class to go to the nurse. I told her to sit down and listen to what was being said. The student became very upset and started yelling that she needed to go to the nurse. After I talked to the entire class about the inappropriate behavior in class, I told the student she could go to the nurse, but she refused to follow directions as well. Ms. Johnson also asked the student to go to the nurse, but she refused her request. I saw a grandmother picking up the student during third period, so I let her know that the student would be getting a referral for the behavior that day. I also called him up the message with the student's mother about the situation.
Okay, this particular student, I went to check with SPED because she's 504, but it's not related to behavior.
For her.
She has several incidents already. She is just disrupted during class. We gave her warnings. We had meetings also with the parents. She already served lunch detentions. She's kinder. What the teacher was suggesting, it was to serve lunch detention and also to exclude her for any end of the year activities that they're going to have, the fun activities. I run it through SPED, and SPED said yes, they agree with it because I mean really in school suspension being a kinder we can't. I mean we're
Yeah,
pushing it with
First grade.
it's first grade. And then it's first grade, but still. And I know that the lunch detention is not working for some reason either with her. The parents are, she's
How do
a
they
sister
serve
of,
detention though? Do they get to,
they are taken to another classroom.
or to a classroom?
I get a sub. Yeah, I get a sub to go and pick them up in the cafeteria, and they take them to another classroom to have lunch detention, and then they do additional work. The teachers will work. Yes, we don't leave them in the cafeteria because then it's
So,
not.
yeah, so that's what it does.
So it's up to you, it's
Saturday
repetitive?
se puede, ¿verdad?
No,
Ese es the first. ¿De qué año pueden agarrar Saturday?
up to third.
The third?
Second grade, we can give them, but it will be parents to replace them. Parents will have.
So qué consecuencia. What
Consequences,
consecuencia?
just,
consequences then.
For them, it's
field
just,
trips and
That's it.
that's it, exclude them from field
But then we
trips,
went to
conference with
social
parents.
trips. So, you can find that in here.
Yeah, that's
How
what
many, how many years?
Oh, she's.
Because it's not like it just fell out and she took it. Like she went into his backpack, found the wallet, went into the wallet, took out the money, and then lied about it.
It's very willful.
Yeah, January 24th, she had disruptive behavior and she did a lunch detention for that. Disruptive behavior again, all of them are just since January, February, March, unacceptable behavior, we gave her a warning for that. So the teachers, obviously, she's trying to work with the student. Now, April 22nd and April 23rd is when this happened. It was one day after the other, and it seems like it's escalating. She started, I mean, last semester she was perfect. I don't have any records. I mean, nada.
I just feel like it has to be a little bit more.
Because of the.
Yeah, because it was intentional.
Mhm.
It was
It was intentional and she lied about it, so she knew that she did something wrong.
Yes, because if she didn't, she would have just admitted. But yes, she was trying to cover up what she did.
In school suspension, we cannot,
We can't.
unless you want to give her out of
It
school
doesn't
suspension.
actually say give it
Because there's
It
nobody
says
to watch.
Saturday detention.
But there's nobody to watch her. We cannot bring her to this building.
Yeah.
Over there, I don't have any school suspension because
So lunch detention isn't working.
it's not working. We can give her out of school.
Cervantes,
Out of school.
ISS in that building.
I would agree with that.
In his office.
Keep them quiet.
Really?
Well, what else can we do? Exclude her from end of the year activities? Like,
That
they
I
have,
think that it will affect her. Because it will hit her there because she's, the students are looking forward for that. The thing is that, you know how parents are, and most of all with the little ones.
I feel like they're just gonna not bring them to school that day.
And they'll take her somewhere else. So,
including end of the year party.
I can go ahead and, but the thing is that I would like, right now, I don't want to stir things out with Houston because they were really clear that, of course, it's the campus discretion about in-school suspensions or something.
No, I said, exclusion of the end of the year party.
That we can do.
So exclusion of the end of the year party and the activities.
Mhm.
That's like 2 days of stuff. So instead of her doing the end of the year party, she needs to go.
But
to
where's
the
she
other
gonna
one.
be? If
I'll
everybody's
place her.
like-
I'll place her. I'll go ahead and get a substitute specifically for those students.
That kind of makes my heart hurt though, because
Me too.
in 20 or 30 days, she is a first grader. And in 20 or 30 days, like a puppy, she's not going to remember, you know?
I prefer to give her out school suspension than just taking away the provision of being and of the school.
Well, I get what
But she
she's saying, so she-
remembers. I mean, I think she does have
It's kind of like
memory
if you don't
because she
punish like the
knows.
kids like when they do it, like it's not the same effect because it's like a month down the line for something they did. Like,
No,
that's
but she's
what
going
if
to
you?
be very mad if you take that party away from her. She's gonna be very- she's gonna be very So
mad.
what is going to be her incentive to behave until that party though? Like, if we tell her that the end of the year party is on, what is her incentive to actually behave for the rest of the year?
You can tell her
That
you
too.
wanna.
There won't be any other thing that she can actually.
So what if we like find her another consequence and then be like, if you keep on misbehaving, then you're not gonna participate in the end of your party.
Mhm.
So that way these next few weeks, she behaves.
And I try even incentives where if she behaves, I give her a golden ticket because I go over there to the other building and I do give the other students golden tickets, the ones that are behaving. It's an incentive and they look forward for that because I go classroom by classroom by classroom giving them. And she has gotten golden tickets.
What about if
And she knows when she's not getting it because she doesn't even approach me because she knows she doesn't deserve it.
Oh, it says? And she has to
I
review
can-
the assignments that she's missing or
Give her some extra work during out of school suspension so she can do at home.
so she can earn the privilege to be.
Mhm. So we'll exclude she can still attend the activities then? And let her know, if it happens again, we'll talk to the parent. If it happens again, she will be excluded completely from the end of the year activities.
Okay.
I'll run it through Mr. Gerlach and I'll take it to the.
It's in here under elementary.
Oh, no,
So,
Okay, so we'll go ahead and, we'll have to note a repetitive level 1 offense because she has been disrupted and